Flames devoured the building, smoke billowed from shattered windows. We charged into the inferno, adrenaline pumping. Our heavy gear suddenly felt suffocating. The air was thick with smoke, each breath was a struggle. We coughed, our eyes stinging, the fire roared in our ears. Our flashlights cut through the darkness, shadows danced on the walls. The heat was intense, pushing us back, but we pushed forward, deeper into the belly of the beast. We were there to conquer the inferno. We were there to win. A blast of heat hit us as we entered the building. It felt like stepping into a furnace. The fire was a living thing, hungry and angry. The thick smoke made it impossible to see. We relied on our training, our instincts, and each other. We moved as one, a single unit battling the blaze. Our helmets bumped against the ceiling. The floor was hot beneath our boots. Every sense screamed at us to turn back, but we wouldn't. We couldn't. Lives were at stake. We crawled on our hands and knees. The smoke was thickest at floor level. It choked us, blinded us. We could barely see our hands in front of our faces. "This way!" A voice boomed through the static of the radio, but it was hard to tell where it came from. The fire-distorted sound played tricks on our minds. We followed the hose line, our lifeline in the darkness. Each movement was slow and deliberate. One wrong step could be our last. We had to trust each other completely. Our lives depended on it. A cracking sound echoed through the smoke-filled room. The floor buckled beneath us. "Falling!" someone yelled. We scrambled back, adrenaline surging. The floor gave way with a deafening roar. A gaping hole opened up, revealing the inferno raging below. Flames licked at the edges of the abyss. We pulled back, hearts pounding. We had been close. Too close. The fire was relentless, trying to swallow us whole. But we were more relentless. We would not be defeated. Section 5. A Symphony of Chaos. The roar of the fire was deafening. It was a symphony of chaos, of destruction. The crashing of timbers, the shattering of glass, the hiss of water against flames. We moved through the inferno, our movements precise and coordinated. Each member of the team knew their role. We were a well-oiled machine, working together to defeat the beast. The water from our hoses pounded against the flames, steam billowed, momentarily obscuring our vision. But we didn't stop. We couldn't stop, not until the fire was out. We were winning. But the inferno wasn't finished yet. Section 6. Holding the line. We held the line, our hoses trained on the inferno. The heat was unbearable. Sweat streamed down our faces, stinging our eyes. But we didn't flinch. The fire raged, determined to break free. But we held strong, our resolve unbreakable. We were a wall of flesh and blood, standing between the inferno and the rest of the building. We communicated with shouts and hand signals, our voices drowned out by the roar of the blaze. We were connected, not by words, but by something deeper. We were bound by duty, by brotherhood, by the shared risk of facing death together. Section 7. One room at a time. Slowly, methodically, we pushed back the flames. One room at a time, we reclaimed the building from the inferno's grasp. The smoke began to clear, revealing the extent of the devastation. Walls were reduced to ash. Furniture was nothing more than charred skeletons. The air was thick with the smell of smoke and burnt wood. It was a scene of utter destruction. But amidst the ruins, we saw hope. We saw the resilience of the human spirit. We saw the unwavering courage of those who face danger head-on, and we saw the unwavering power of teamwork, of unity, of brotherhood. Section 8. A moment's respite. Finally, the flames began to die down. The inferno was losing its grip. We allowed ourselves a moment's respite, catching our breath, feeling the exhaustion settle in our bones. The silence after the roar of the fire was almost deafening. All that remained was the hiss of cooling embers and the dripping of water. But it was a welcome silence. It was the sound of victory. We had faced the inferno and emerged victorious. We had stared death in the face and lived to tell the tale. We were battered, bruised, but unbroken. We were firefighters, and this was what we did. Section 9. The battle rages on. But the fight wasn't over yet, not really. Somewhere in the distance, another alarm bell rang out, signaling another battle to be fought, another inferno to be tamed. We gathered our gear, ready to answer the call. The adrenaline was fading, replaced by a dull ache of exhaustion. But our resolve remained. We were firefighters, and we would never back down from a challenge. We would be there, ready to face whatever danger awaited us, ready to put our lives on the line to protect others. We were the guardians of the city, the silent heroes of the night, and our work was never done.